Another week in Lords of the Fallen. In this week's update, it is a humongous PvP and PvE. Finally, the balancing begins by splitting each, so no more crying for those that are crying too much about getting wrecked in PvP. Also, a lot of fixes coming to the performance. Will the stutter stop in Lords of the Fallen? We have yet to find out once we get in the game and we start playing. And on top of this, the bosses have finally been buffed, which they should have been right from the beginning. Souls game, everything has to be hard. Nothing is easy, right? But sometimes developers get things wrong, such as the Reaper. Oh boy, that is the hardest thing in this game. But anyways, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is PvP and PvE. This is what's going to keep Lords of the Fallen alive for months to come. It did for Elden Ring, and as you guys know, there's over 35,000 people still playing Elden Ring, which is not bad, right? Each single day, not bad. And then this is definitely, if they keep going this route, Lords of the Fallen might be another Elden Ring type of game that is going to have that nice balance between PvP and PvE. And will the stuttering be done for the NVIDIA and AMD? We'll yet to find out with the latest update of the DLSS 3. Don't know if that's going to fix it at all. I'm still hoping, because since the first patch update, my game has looked crappy. Hopefully that resolves this week. And then on top of that, they also went ahead and fixed a lot of things that a lot of you guys were locked from, which is like the Umbral ending, and also a lot of different weapons. Or when you went to NG+1 or from NG+0, you couldn't before. They're saying now that is going to be fixed. So hopefully, let me know in the comment section below if you are experiencing any of the fixes, or the opposite way. Did this just mess up your game even more, or did it crash it, or did it corrupt your files like it did to me the last time? Let me know. Now let's continue, and we're going to be talking about one thing in particular, which is going to be the bosses. The main bosses, they have gotten from a 10 to 20% buff. So that means that they're going to get a little bit more blood, and also the different way you are going to be fighting the bosses is going to be a little bit harder. Per the developers, they have said that they have improved this, and also for the non-main bosses, they've gotten a 10% boost on their damage output. It also adjusts the made case by case based on the appropriate level of challenge. So that all depends on the level that you are on, which it should have been right from the beginning. So hopefully they got that right this time around. On top of this, we're also going to see the following: the behavior enhancements of the Sunless Monarchs. They found that we've very close to achieving the desired level difficulty. However, we decided to add a little more health, 8%, to increase the damage of the attacks, 10% to truly provide the challenge we intend after last week's overhaul behavioral improvement. See, they even know themselves. Every week you should be expecting a patch update. So it seems like Lords of the Fallen enemies and overall the AI has gotten a little bit tougher. They should have been buffed right from the beginning. It is what a Souls game should be. Shouldn't be easy at all, once again. Now the Umbral, the players that were able to soulflake the platform they were standing on under certain conditions, this has now been fixed. So you're not going to be going into the Umbral world if you were having this issue. Now the balancing on the PvE side, they're saying that they fixed the issues with the Light Reaper sword special attack. Now it's reactive and can be used as intended. Players still have the complete the quest line to be able to unlock them. And as you are able to see there's going to be a lot of different updates in regards to PvE and how you go about balancing. One thing in particular is now you're going to be able to sell the pumpkin helmet. Developers are questioning themselves why such a thing was requested by the community. Well, they've now implemented that, so you're able to sell that. Not sure if you're able to get a second one, but if you don't, then you're out of the luck. Now, on top of that, I already talked to you about the balancing of PvP. This is the beginning of the split between both PvP and PvE. So what they're saying is that they're going to be able to balance or lower actually the potency of all the different type of spells that once you go into PvP mode. Unlike PvE, once you go in, if you are very high and leveled up, like your different things that control a spell, you're pretty much very OP. They've gone ahead and said that this is not going to be the case for PvP.